Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing good. I'm going to do a collective reading. We're going to see what the message is today. Keep in mind it's general. It could be past, present, future. You will know best where this resonates in your story, okay? How it fits, if it resonates at all. So let's see, guys, what's the message today? Now, if you'd like zodiac sign readings, those are over on Patreon, okay? I'm really enjoying those over there, I gotta say, because they do feel a bit more personal. They feel a bit more, you know, more about the self, more about like everyday problems, okay? It's not so karmic, okay? On YouTube, they are, you know, a lot of crime, a lot of dark stuff, but over on Patreon, I have enjoyed that it is a little bit lighter. The mood over there is a bit lighter. The energy is a lot different. So if you'd like to check that out, that is down in the description box. So let's see here, guys. What's the message for you in the collective today? What's going on here? All right, we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So we're starting off with the Four of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Wands. Okay, so we have someone here that is feeling dissatisfied, not getting the results that they want. This could be someone that's holding a grudge. They're feeling resentful. They're rejecting something, okay? This person is trying to move on to peace, leave something behind, but they're carrying a burden. A big burden. It's kind of like somebody trying to get away, but the getaway boat has like 10 tons of bricks in it and they're just not moving, okay? Or they're just carrying this weight with them and they could be feeling unhappy because of that. It's kind of giving me like, I want to get away, but I have all this burden with me. So they're like, I don't know, someone's unhappy. I feel like they thought that the getaway would be easier than this. That's kind of what this feels like. It's like, oh, now I'm trying to get away, but it's like, oh, I've got all this stuff that I'm carrying. Like this is not how I expected it to go, okay? It's kind of like getting away with the bounty, right? They think that they've got a boat full of gold and then they're realizing that there's like air tags on all the bars of gold, or I don't know, it's something like that. It's like, great, now I've got all this stuff, but it's like burdened and what am I gonna do now? Okay, let's see, what's the Four of Cups? The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like strength. Yeah, this is definitely someone that thought that they had a very strong plan going into something, okay? They thought that they were a mastermind. They had this down, they had this mastered. The Fool, realizing now that they might have gone into something a bit naive. Yeah, it's kind of giving me someone who really thought, like, I'm just going to keep taking this analogy of like trying to get away in the boat and you think you have all these bars of gold, right? So they're like, this is the perfect plan. I have the layout of the bank. I have the layout of the vault. I know exactly how to go in there. I've got this, right? And I feel like to an extent they did, like I said, make it out of the vault with some sort of gold bars, but the gold bars have something on them that's like, oh, fuck, like, I can't throw it. They don't want to throw it in the water, but also something is just like, oh no, this did not go as planned, okay? So what's the Six of Swords? The Sun in reverse. Yeah, they're unhappy. Queen of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's all about this, the Chariot. It's a getaway. Look at this. The Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles, that's a getaway. They really thought they had a getaway vehicle or something like that. They're like, this is the perfect plan to get away. I keep getting that. Sun in reverse. But they're very unhappy now. They're like, you know, it's like having a getaway car, but the car is stolen. So, you know, as soon as you run the plates, it's like flagged as a stolen car. It's like something like that. That's what this feels like, okay? Now they're like, oh, great, now I got a stolen car. What am I gonna do? Shit, I'm gonna have to steal another car. But then I got the same issue because I gotta steal another car that can run those plates. It'll be stolen too. What am I gonna do now? It's really like that, okay? Running into problem after problem. What's a 10 of Wands? The 7 of Wands. They're just trying really hard to fight this, okay? Figure out a way. This is someone that doesn't want to give up. The Page of Wands in reverse, but they're getting bad news. Bad news. What's the bad news? 8 of Cups in reverse, and they don't want to walk away. That's the problem. They don't want to throw the gold bars into the ocean. They don't want to let go of what they stole, but something is like, oh man. They're like, I can't walk away. I can't let it go. I gotta get away. Okay, so let's see where this goes. Tell me more about this 4 of Cups, please. The Page of Swords in reverse. Again, like bad news. Like they're not liking what they're hearing. Like all the information they're getting is just bad news. They're rejecting it. They're like, oh God, not this. Like, this is not good. Death. 8 of Wands in reverse, blocked, death, something completely over. They're blocked. Something is, I feel like that's what they're rejecting though, the 9 of Wands. It's like they're rejecting the news that something is over. It's like they reject it. It's like somebody's communicating to them, this is blocked. You're not getting away. This is over. You're about to, it's like stolen car and there's a police checkpoint up above, right? Coming up and they're just rejecting it. They're rejecting the news that there's no path here. Well, okay, so that's their decision, I guess. Tell me about this Page of Swords reverse. Yo, I cannot right now. It has a car on it. Look at this. The getaway car. It's the getaway car. I can't make this up. It says change on here with a car on it. They're like, this was the getaway car. I mean, it could literally be a getaway car. I don't know. Okay, or like I said, they're driving and they're about to go into a police checkpoint or something with a vehicle, something with movement. Bad news. They thought this was a good plan. What's the 8 of Pentacles in Strength? The 2 of Cups. Okay, they thought that they had an accomplice. The Page of Cups. An accomplice here, Page of Cups. The Star. Aquarius energy. We have Aquarius and Leo, Cancer, and Scorpio here. What is this Page of Cups here? Date someone new in reverse. Plan set a date in reverse. Self-indulgence, focus on self. This person is focused on themselves. Plan set a date in reverse. What does that mean? Breakup, separation, silent treatment, abandonment. Breakup, separation, silent treatment, abandonment. So someone here thought that they can what? Cut out the accomplice, just focus on themselves, and then that would work? Or what does that mean? High honor. Yeah, man, it's definitely something to do with the law. I can feel it too. But help me understand this a bit more. Why is the 2 of Cups here with the Page of Cups? Silent treatment, abandonment, the Queen of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. It's some sort of truth. Somebody speaking some sort of truth. Speaking the truth about investments or what someone has been working towards for a long time, or what somebody has been putting all their time and effort into, the results that someone is trying to see here. A Queen of Pentacles getting a message. The Hanged Man, they're stuck. Someone has to see something from a different perspective here. Three of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so there's someone here that's very greedy, would do anything for money here. And someone is definitely stuck, or they're trying to figure out how to cut themselves loose. Or maybe that's the news that they got, is that they have to cut themselves loose from something. Either it's the stolen car that they're trying to get away with, okay? Or it's the bars of gold that have the air tags on it. I don't know. It's something like you need to make a sacrifice. You have to cut something off. Break up, separation, silent treatment, abandonment. Okay, it's like someone might feel like they have to abandon something, or that's the news that they're getting. They have to abandon something. They have to focus on themselves. Okay. Tell me more about this Hanged Man here. Courthouse. So somebody could be going to court here. Okay. What's the Three of Cups reverse? Lovers. This has to do with a lover or a third party situation. And a self-absorbed narcissist. So this is a self-absorbed narcissist who's running into problems with the law, someone that's extremely greedy. Lovers, Three of Cups in reverse, the Two of Cups. Why do I feel like it's like a lover or something like that, or a relationship? Why do I feel like it's accomplice in some sort of way? And now they feel like they have to cut themselves loose from this person because of something to do with court coming up. Okay, help me understand this a bit better, please. They're getting some sort of communication from a Queen of Cups. A Queen of Cups is communicating something, or someone has received communication from a Queen of Cups, or the Three of Pentacles, working together with others. They're all their accomplices here. Okay. The Three of Wands and what they planned. So did something go awry, or the Knight of Cups, something about an offer, making someone an offer here, something about a lover or a relationship. The Five of Wands, some sort of a fight is breaking out. There's an argument here. Conflict surrounding a love offer or an offer that somebody made someone. Okay. So what was the plan? What was the plan? Three of Pentacles. The plan was to be a wealthy man. What else, right? What else? That was the plan, to be a wealthy man. Okay. Right. Okay, so tell me more about this person trying to get away now. Six of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, no, they're not getting away. Okay, they're not. The Magician and the Three of Swords. This person is heartbroken. Or this person might have thought they could change their luck around here in some sort of way. They thought that they could manifest this. They could change their luck around. How? What's the Wheel of Fortune? With a relationship. Or maybe this person was doing something by themselves. Maybe it started off with them going at it alone, okay? Going at it alone. And then when they started getting into hot shit and something wasn't going their way anymore, then they went towards a relationship. thought that maybe a partner or an accomplice could help them get out of whatever they've done here, okay? That's what it could be as well. Yeah, because their pathway was blocked. Because this person's pathway was blocked. They thought a relationship could help them out of something. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, feeling lost. This person was feeling lost. And they needed some more time. They felt lost. They felt like they needed to buy time. They needed some more time to figure something out. Or they needed to buy time in order to get away, okay, because their own pathway was blocked. So, because they didn't want something to come to light here. So this Queen of Wands is coming out here with this getaway car, Six of Swords and a Chariot. So is the Queen of Wands the getaway car? The relationship that was supposed to be like the getaway vehicle. Ten of Cups. Family. Two of Wands in reverse because somebody was blocked. What came first? What came first? Did the relationship come first? Did someone sever the relationship in order to get away? Or is someone trying to get away and went towards a relationship? How did that go? In what order? An Emperor in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles. A breakup. So an Emperor in the reverse wants a large amount of money, Ten of Pentacles. They want this inheritance, this bank account, this generational wealth, whatever that is. So they break up with someone. So they sever a relationship. Yes, Ace of Swords, okay. Okay, so no. So first they were working as a team. First they were working together. And then they could no longer go down the path of a relationship or working together as accomplices. So that's when they had to sever the connection in order to feel like they're getting away or they can get away because they were blocked. So something with this relationship or this partnership, this family dynamic here, this was blocked, this pathway. Okay, so what happened after that? They couldn't complete something, the World in reverse. Something with their accomplice, something with their relationship. They couldn't complete their plan with another person. So they had to go at it themselves, break up something, separate themselves from something, abandon the plan with a relationship or with a partner and go at it alone. The Devil. The Chariot in reverse because they felt like as long as they're connected to someone else, they can't move forward. They can't get away. They're bound to someone. That's what it was about. So being connected to another person, they felt like they were being bound to the crime or to the situation, I guess. They felt like they couldn't move forward. Okay. The King of Wands in reverse felt like they couldn't move forward or get away, connected to another person. The Star in reverse, Strength in reverse. Again, we have Aquarius and Leo energy here again. But not the positive kind in the upright. And again, Cancer as well. Eight of Swords in reverse. So this King of Wands in reverse goes, shit, I need to get myself out of this trap. I'm connected to a bunch of people that are probably going to go down. I don't want to go down with the accomplices. I need to get away in my getaway car, which means I separate myself from everyone involved and I make sure I get out of this. Queen of Cups. Okay, so what did this King of Wands in reverse do then to get themselves out of something? But they still want to hold, look at this, they still want to hold on to the money. Look at that, Death. They did something to make sure they can hold on to everything. They can hold on to all the money, the gold bars with the air tags on it. They want to hold on to this. Death. Or is this what they sacrificed? Or they made sure that someone else is holding on to the money? Like I keep saying, like gold bars with the air tags on it. Did they make sure they left someone behind holding the gold bars so they're not caught holding it in their hand? Is that what they did? And these are just examples, guys. The Sun. These are just examples. It's just how I can explain the energy here. The Magician. That's how they created this smoke and mirrors. That's how they created this illusion. They left someone else holding the stuff. And then they cut ties with the accomplice. And I feel like it's literally just to make sure that they get away. That they get away, they don't get caught. So this could have been someone that saw that things were going left, okay? This could be someone that saw pretty early on, like, this is not going as planned, okay? So 2 options. King of Wands in reverse saw, I have 2 options here. Either I stay connected to this group, to this partner, to this accomplice, trying to get away with the gold bars, and we all go down. Or I cut myself loose, get away, leave someone else with all that shit. They go down for me, and I walk away, maybe without all the money, but also a free man, right? That's kind of what this is giving me. It's like someone that, the Hermit and the 5 of Cups. Why am I getting like, for some reason that the major arcanas today are like the signs. Okay, now we have a Virgo here. The Ace of Pentacles. This person, I really feel like they saw something. They saw it. They could have seen early on, like, this is going to go left. This isn't going to work out how we thought it was going to. This isn't good. We're not going to be able to finish this off. I think I don't think that they told their accomplices that they're stepping out, or that they're just not going to, that they're going to try and sever themselves from this whole plan, but they definitely did, because I feel like they saw it coming. The 2 of Pentacles. They could have played both sides of it. The Tower, the King of Cups, and Justice. Ooh, something hit the fan. The Tower, the King of Cups, and Justice. Some shit hit the fan, man. Temperance and the Queen of Wands again. So what's this with the King of Cups and Justice? Some shit really hit the fan here with the Tower and Justice. That's like King of Wands in reverse, stepping out of the stolen getaway car, saying, I'm going to go catch an Uber, only to watch the getaway car with their own eyes get stopped by the cops and pulled over. That's what this is giving me. Oh my, I cannot make it up, man. Community under judgment. I cannot. It's like, and this King of Wands in reverse, they're not a good person, but why do I feel like they got away with something by like the skin of their teeth? Okay, really. Watching this whole community under judgment. The Tower and Justice. Oh my God, someone was not expecting to get exposed. This King of Cups, whoever they are, they were not expecting to be found out. So, you know what it's giving me? This is giving me seasoned crime boss and criminal noob work together. Seasoned crime boss sees from far away that like, something's not running smooth here. Okay, this is not gonna go down. Crime noob goes, oh, I don't know, I'm not gonna get exposed, everything's gonna go fine, I'm gonna rage through that checkpoint, no one's gonna catch me. Boom, Tower. Community under judgment. This could even be like I'm getting police, I'm getting caught by the police, man, okay? And King of Wands over here is like, man, I'm glad that I'm glad that I stepped out when I saw things were going left because, oh man, I knew this was going to happen. Okay. Okay, so tell me more about this King of Cups here with the Tower and Justice. The Five of Pentacles. This person lost everything. Everything. They have nothing now. They thought they were getting away with everything. Now they have nothing. Okay, they could be in jail. The death and the Nine of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the Sun in reverse. Oh, why do I feel like this King of Wands knew that they were about to get stuck with some sort of money, man? It's like this why do I feel like the King of Wands in reverse knew they have to let go of the money in order to create the illusion that they were not involved? Sun in reverse. It's like if I let go of this money and I just accept it and say, whatever, I give up, I'm going to lose all the money, but I can then frame this person over here and blame everything on them because they're going to get stuck with all the shit, right? And at least I'm free. At least I don't go to jail because it's not on my hands. I mean, I lost everything, but at least I'm not in jail like that guy over there, right? Is that what this is? This person chose their survival, honestly. King of Wands reverse chose their own survival. They're like, I'm not going down with this idiot. I'm not going down. Man, the Moon, they're like, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna let you take me down with you. So they knew that they were working with idiots, basically, okay? And this person planned in secret strategically how to make sure they don't go down with the ship. That's what I feel. They knew that these people were going to be caught. Look at this. The Hermit, Justice, and the King of Cups, yo. It's like this King of Wands reverse knew that this King of Cups was going to be under investigation, that they were going to be investigated, or maybe that they were already being investigated, or maybe they even... I don't know, maybe even they called in an anonymous tip. I don't know. But I feel like King of Cups is messed up. I don't know. They could have been arrested, okay? It's kind of what it feels like, if I'm being honest. And someone saw it coming. What's Justice in the Hermit? A mature woman. Oh no. Journey. Again with the car. Wait a minute. What is that? Concerned about the journey. Someone here was concerned about this moving forward, or how something was moving, or where something was going. With a marriage. Someone was concerned about a plan to move forward with a mature woman and a married couple. This was concerning to someone. What do you mean? The Two of Swords. The Three of Pentacles. The Hermit in reverse. It's like somebody here didn't want to be investigated, or they didn't look within when it comes to this collaboration, or they... Tell me more about that. The Four of Cups. No, it's whoever pulled out. Whoever the person is that pulled out of the operation, they saw this plan here to work together with a married couple, or something about an investigation. This plan to work together with others, and they're like, That's what I feel for some reason. Family room, to work together with a family. So that's when this King of Wands reverse pulled out of the plan, is when someone decided to work together with a family in the past. Two of Pentacles. Why do I feel like it's like identity fraud? With the King of Swords. Oh yeah, this is what he saw. So King of Wands in reverse found out that the plan was to work together with a family, go towards a King of Swords, and commit some sort of identity fraud. And the minute that they did this, King of Wands in reverse got out of the car. That's when he got out of the car, because he knew that wasn't gonna work. Strength. Death and the Judgment. Yeah, that is when this person pulled the plug on it. Yeah, he's like, I'm out. Yeah, that's what I feel. Because of a main male, okay. Lovers in reverse. That's when he severed this collaboration. So I feel like it's King of Wands in reverse working with this King of Cups. That's when King of Wands in reverse stepped out, okay, and said, I'm not working together with you anymore, because this, it's like they saw it from a mile away that this wasn't going to work. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling though. That's what I'm getting. Can you just give me a confirmation? Am I picking up this message correctly? The Two of Cups, yeah, about a relationship, a partnership, the Empress. Yeah, it's like this person knew this wasn't going to work. Eight of Wands reverse, like they knew this was going to get blocked. This wasn't going to work. Hierophant in reverse, the King of Wands. Because of a divorce or because of something illegal or some sort of corruption here, that's when they said, I'm out. Four Pentacles reverse. Okay, that's when he pulled out. Bad health in reverse, okay. Yeah, tell me about the Hierophant in reverse. Poverty. He is, yeah, he's like, It's like this person knew this was going to end really badly, and it would lose with them losing everything and even more, possibly due to, you know, prison time or something like that. A message, yeah, despair. So they got the message. I don't know, maybe they got some sort of communication from the King of Cups saying, look, this is our new plan, or this is what we're doing. And he was like, oh God, no, this is bad. This is not good. This isn't gonna work, okay? Okay. All right, so tell me about this Ten of Wands here. False person. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna dump the entire burden on someone else, okay? A false person. It's kind of like, I'm gonna make sure, like, it's given me some really sneaky energy of this King of Wands in reverse, who was working with this group up until this point, going like, oh, I can see that this is gonna go really badly, so I'm just gonna help it along. I'm gonna make sure that the entire burden gets set on these people so that they can't get away. They carry the entire burden themselves, and I'm just gonna stroll away, la la la, like, you know, I had no idea what was going on. Lovers. Why is Lovers here again? Stability, security, permanence, and growth. All of the money. Some sort of money that they made here, the Lovers. I mean, I don't know if this is like some sort of there's like a prosty ring, if you get what I'm saying, like not enough, frustrated in a relationship, lacking confidence, fear, issues, self-sabotage. This person knew that they were literally sabotaging themselves with this plan. This was bad news. They were going to just end up sabotaging themselves with this plan. And this person didn't want to be in bad health. Or somebody didn't want to be in bad health. Poverty in reverse. They didn't want to be in bad health. They didn't want to be in poverty. They didn't want to lose everything. I mean, this person could have even said, I don't want to die in prison, okay? I don't want to die in jail. Is also what I'm kind of getting, honestly. I'm not going to die in jail just because you idiots over there want to sabotage yourselves with this stupid plan. Mature woman in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this person, King of Wands, redirected their energy to something else. It's like, yeah, they're a crime boss, mob boss, but they're not stupid, okay? They're not gonna just go down because these people that they know are around them are making really stupid decisions. They got out of the car, Chariot in reverse. They got out of the car, man. They said, I'm not driving into my own demise with you guys. The Knight of Wands. And the people that they're working with, because they saw this energy. They saw that the people that they're working with are working under them, are literally delusional. They're not thinking straight. They're not thinking logically. They're just jumping into something where they don't even know what they're doing, what they're getting into. They're way too naive. They're taking way too big of risks. Knight of Wands, there's just too much fire. There's too much energy into it. They're just taking stupid risks, like just going for it, not thinking clearly. It's like this person, this King of Wands reverse, realized like what these people are doing has no logic, doesn't make any sense at all. They're not even thinking about long-term consequences. They're doing something extremely impulsively. They're doing something extremely risky and naive. Yeah, you got out, but what's going to end up happening to King of Wands in reverse? They were definitely involved at some point. They just got off the ship in time. What comes after that, I don't know, but the Ace of Cups. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, this was when the King of Wands in reverse got off the trip. When they came up with this plan to go towards a Queen of Wands, go towards a family and some sort of a new beginning in love, and when they decided to bring this person on board, I guess, with the King of Cups. Yeah, this plan. King of Cups, Queen of Wands. Nine of Cups. And these people thought this was going to be their wish fulfillment here, the Hermits. Yeah, they really thought this would stay a secret. They're gonna, no one's gonna find out. It's us. Okay, we're gonna have all of our wishes fulfilled. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, but why is this important here for the collective? Because of the past. Because of this past offer. Because of an offer that was made in the past. Because of an offer that was made in the past. Five of Swords in reverse. Because something, okay, wait a minute. Because somebody might have, look, while this King of Cups, what I'm getting here, while this King of Cups was working with the King of Wands in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse is giving me like, it's a hierarchy. So they're like at the top, okay? I feel like they're the one in charge of maybe the funds, the money, the operation, the whatever. I don't know if this King of Cups had to ask this person for some sort of permission or some sort of help or some sort of a bribe or, you know, something like that. And the King of Wands in reverse said, no, that's not going to work. This plan's not going to work. I'm not doing that because that's going to be, you know, you're not thinking clearly here. This is not a good plan. King of Cups went ahead with it anyways. They went ahead with it anyways, but they're not the one, I feel like they're not the one with like the funds, or they're not the one with the, I don't know what they have. They're not the, what does this mean? The Queen of Pentacles. No, that's when the King of Wands gave, why do I feel like it's like the King of Wands in reverse? They knew that they were going to do this. They knew that they were going to make way too many mistakes. They knew they were going to get exposed at some point. It's kind of giving me like, because they released the money. This person said, okay, fine. I forfeit all the money. I forfeit the fraud here because I'm just trying to get away. So I'm going to give full control to the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. And they're going to dig their own hole. And not just that, they're going to be burdened by everything that's done with the money, and it's going to look like it was all them. They're going to be sitting on the gold bars with the air tags attached to it. Is that what happened here? The Sun in reverse. The Nine of Swords. The Ace of Wands and the King of Swords again. Someone paranoid, stressed out, worried, didn't want something to come out, didn't want the truth to come out. What does that mean? Ace of Swords reverse. They didn't want to go to court. They didn't want to have to appear in court. They didn't want something to go to court. A mature man. A mature man was like, I'm not going to court with you. I feel like mature man is the King of Wands reverse. This is the crime boss here, okay? This person's like, I'm not going to court with you. I don't want to be involved with this. This person was freaking out, maybe anxious about something, about a gift. Who was anxious about this gift and this mature man here? Anxious about an investment, anxious about a purchase, something they bought, something they invested into, a gift. Yeah, because this would be exposed, because the Emperor would see through this. Because there would be an Emperor or a judge that would see through this investment, see through this money, or this is the mature man. This is the King of Wands reverse. They're like, people are going to see through this money investment. They're going to see through this bride. They're going to see through this purchase, this gift with the King of Cups. The Seven of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. The somebody trying to steal a great fortune. Somebody doing something. This is like financial fraud. This is like financial crime, okay? Trying to steal a lot of money. Message in reverse, this was bad news. Community in reverse. That bad news that somebody left the community or somebody wasn't going to help anymore. Somebody didn't want to help anymore. Something that they did with the money, it worried this mature man. It stressed this mature man out. They thought this was a horrible idea. This was a really bad idea. Something about a gift, giving someone a gift, purchasing something, okay? They were like, this is a really bad idea. This is going to get all of you guys fucked up. And that's when I feel like they dipped out. Okay. Okay, what else? The Two of Pentacles. Why does that keep coming? The King of Wands in reverse. Look at this. The King of Wands in reverse, creating an illusion. But what is this Two of Pentacles here? What is that? A great fortune. He handed it over. He handed it over. Why do I feel like he handed it over? Two of Pentacles. High honor, because this person knew this would get them messed up. Great fortune and high honor. Occupation. So what is this Two of Pentacles? Is that him handing it over, or what is that? Three of Wands in reverse. He knew it wasn't going anywhere. The King of Swords in reverse with this King of Swords here. That this plan was going absolutely nowhere. This was never going to work. High Priestess, yeah. The Page of Pentacles, this investment, this money, this purchase, this bribe, this money, something like that, financial news. Seven of Pentacles, whatever they were working towards investing into in the past. But what is that? What does the Two of Pentacles mean? Or is it just some sort of fraud? The Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups. What does that mean? The Two of Pentacles. Balance. They decided to balance something out. They had to balance something out with I like you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, want a date. Stabbed in the back in reverse. They didn't want to be stabbed in the back, or they didn't want to, or something about, what is the Two of Pentacles? Watching, looking, stalking. They were watching, or they were weighing their options, or this person weighed their options. This King of Wands in reverse, maybe they were just weighing their options, trying to figure out how to balance something out to make sure that they don't get stabbed in the back. Watching, looking, stalking what these people were doing with the money. Watching, looking, stalking if the authorities were maybe what the authorities were investigating when it comes to this money. And I feel like they decided that they need to do something to cut themselves out of it. Okay, so what did they do then? What did this King of Wands do to cut themselves out? Or to walk away from this? The Hermit. The Five of Wands. Whoa. The Moon in reverse, the World in reverse. They knew that it would be exposed. They knew that this plan would never work. It would never come to completion. This was never going to stay in the dark. And they did something to make sure that someone else has the painful ending when it comes to the money. If it were to come, it's like they planned. It's like, okay, so let's say this does get investigated. Let's say the police does look into this. How can I make sure none of what they have done here with this money comes to bite me in the ass? How can I make sure that my hands are clean? That's what this is. How can I make sure someone else, I'm not working together with these people anymore? That's what he said. Or to make sure that nobody finds out I was working with them or I helped them. I need to make sure my hands are clean and someone else goes down for this. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles, man, this plan. Something to do with, he walked away. He walked away from the plan. He walked away from the business. He walked away from the money. He walked away from the plan. The King of Wands did. So that's just the whole message today, guys, is this King of Wands made the choice, the conscious choice to walk away from whatever these people were doing so that other people would go down and not him. That does the King of Swords. Not to say that they weren't involved. They definitely were. They just were very smart about when to jump out of the getaway car, to jump out of the plane with a parachute. They just knew exactly when to hit the eject button, and that's when they hit it. Okay, this person didn't, they saw it was not going to go the way they thought, and it was as soon as a King of Swords came into the picture or something like that. A Queen of Cups, yeah, this family here, the Ten of Pentacles. As soon as this group decided to create an illusion with a family, that's when they hit the eject button. That's when they said, no, it's not going to work. So who's going to get caught with the money, though? Who's getting messed up with the money? I feel like it's going to be the King of Cups, the King of Wands coming out again, the Five of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Devil, and the Five of Cups. Why coming out like that? Why is it coming out like that? Because of some sort of secret communication. Because of some sort of hidden communication or something that was said in secret or hidden. What's that? Main female in reverse. Journey. So did this King of Wands try to frame you, or did he try to frame the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles? Oh, this wealthy man in reverse, when he walked away from the money. When he walked away from all that money. Who did he try to frame with all that money, huh? Yeah, he's not stupid. He's definitely not stupid. But who did he try to frame when he saw that everything was going to go down anyways? Who did he try to frame with that money? You? Or the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles? The Five of Pentacles. And the King of Cups. Frame the King of Cups. Ten of Swords. Yeah, he betrayed the King of Cups. The Nine of Wands to protect himself. Because he felt, like he knew this plan wasn't going to work. He knew the plan wasn't going to work. These people are not thinking clearly. They're doing something too impulsively. So what did this King of Wands do to frame the King of Cups? The mature man. The mature man refused to give someone money. The mature man refused to give someone money, or the mature man didn't want to have the money. They didn't want to be stuck with the money. Expecting in reverse. Mature man knew something was not going to go as expected. That's why they made a change. That's why they changed something. Because they saw someone was going to land in prison for this gift. That's all Spirit is showing me right now. I don't know. That's all they're telling me. Is that mature man knew it wasn't going to go as expected. They knew something had to change because someone was going to end up in prison for something they did with a gift. They didn't want to be stuck with the money. In despair. This wealthy man was in despair. Okay. The wealthy man was in despair. They knew something had to change. Something wasn't going to go as expected. So they betrayed the King of Cups. Yeah, they betrayed the main male. They thought about this. Privileged lady. And a gift. No, it's like they knew that this would backfire. They knew that something would backfire. They knew that. They knew it would backfire. And that's all I'm getting here for today. So I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.